Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well, and today I'm doing a video on mental health and my mental health story. Yesterday on Instagram stories I talked a little bit about it, but I really wanted to make a video on it because I feel like on social media people make it seem like they have a perfect life, that they don't go through struggles, they don't have things they're dealing with, and that is not reality. I want to bring awareness and light to the subject of mental health because everyone goes through things, and I want people to know that they're not alone if they're going through any of these things. So it's really important to me, and I'm going to tell my story. So in 2014, maybe a couple months after I had Gracie, I developed some anxiety and depression, and I went to my primary care doctor and she prescribed me a antidepressant, and I've been on it ever since, and it's really helped me. It works for anxiety and depression, even though it's called a antidepressant, but it's a SSR, so it really has helped me so much. And I know medication does not work for everyone. Every person is completely different, but it has worked for me. I never experienced any bad side effects, and it's not going to make you not be able to cry or emotionless or not be able to express feelings or feel feelings. It's just going to help your anxiety and depression. Now, I still have anxiety and depression, but it makes it like easier to deal with and it's not as bad. And I am so happy that I am on it. That's all I have to say. And if you're wondering which one I do take Zoloft, and it has been really good for me, and I'm so happy it worked. Now, I know some people medicine does not work, and I know a lot of people do therapy, and that has helped a lot of people. I don't talk to a therapist or anything like that. I never felt like I needed one, but I know a lot of people do. Now, there are certain apps that I absolutely love for mental health. There's one called 7 Cups, and it's a completely free app, and you can talk to a private listener. Both of you are anonymous, so no one will know who you are, and you don't really know much about them, but it's all through texting. You don't like video chat or voice, but there are so many different things on the 7 Cups app. There are different groups, connecting with others, and then a private listener. I really recommend it. It's awesome. I love it so much. Another thing that I think I do have is a picking disorder. I think it's called dystillomania, and I have been picking my nails since I was a child. Like, I always picked at my nails, and if I don't have fake nails on, I tend to pick them. It's just a habit, and I will do it subconsciously, and I don't even know I'm doing it. Also, I will pick, like, if I have a scab or a pimple on my face or on my body, I'll just like start picking at it, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. So it's not really that bad, but sometimes I will like catch myself and notice I'm doing it. And I don't like just pick things. Like, there has to be like a pimple or a scab. I'm not just gonna start picking at skin for no reason. So that is something that I deal with. So my anxiety and depression aren't as bad as they used to be, and I'm really happy about it. But I still have days where I struggle, and there are just times where things are hard, and I am an overthinker. I overthink everything. It's just the way I am. Like, say like a friend was supposed to call me, or Jeff was supposed to call me or text me and I didn't hear from them, I overthink, and go through all these things in my brain like, oh my gosh, what if this happened? What if that? I always go to like the worst scenario and be like, oh my gosh, you know, I just go through all these things in my head, and I'm just a very worried person in general. Like, if someone is leaving my house, I'll be like, make sure you call or text me so I know you made it home safe. Like, I am a very caring person, especially the ones I love. Like, I probably like worry and care too much, but it's just the way I am, especially with Gracie and, you know, everyone in my life. That's just how I am. And I know in 2014, when I started having anxiety and depression, I don't know if it was like a postpartum, because I was going through a lot of different things at once. Like, me and my ex-husband were separating, and, you know, Gracie had surgery the day after she was born. I was recovering from a C-section, and then, you know, I started to develop anxiety and depression. So it was probably like a combination from it all. But, you know, I just want you guys to know that it's okay to take medication. It's okay to talk to someone, a therapist. It's okay to say you need help. It's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to have depression. Any mental health issues. You are not alone, and I never want you to feel that way. And you are a good person inside and out, and, you know, you should not be ashamed of the things you're going through. I know anxiety and depression can be horrible, horrible, but once you get help and figure out what works for you, it will be so much better. I know a lot of people have to try different medications before they find the right one, but the one I started with was perfect. It always worked for me. But I know they do say to give it like 6 weeks, so you know it's working. Like, sometimes you have to up your dosage, sometimes you have to change things, so it just depends. But I love it, and I feel a lot better. And, you know, what other things that help me with my anxiety is, you know, like writing in a journal, talking about your feelings. I have a few different apps on my phone for mental health. I will tell you them. I have 7 Cups, which I mentioned. I love, love, love that one. There's also one called A Like, and it's a newer one that I recently got, but I do like it. And then there is another one called Tappy, which is a new one. I have not really done much with it yet, but it seems like a really good one, and I'm gonna start it soon. So yes, that is my story. I don't know if there's anything else that I could say. I don't know. I just really wanted to bring awareness to this, and no, you're not alone. Also, I know a lot of people know this, but I don't drive. I don't have a driver's license because of my anxiety. Like, I took driver's ed when I was 17, and I'm 31 years old, and the thought of driving really scares me, causes me anxiety. I feel like it is safer for me not to drive, because I feel like I would be putting people at risk. Like, changing lanes or driving in general, just like, I would freak out and have an anxiety attack and start crying and not, like, just flip out, and it would not be safe for other people on the road. And I just don't feel like I'm at a place where I can do that. But, you know, maybe one day. I know a lot of people think I'm weird because of it, but it's just something that I don't feel safe doing right now. Like, driving, the thought of driving, just like, no, it causes me anxiety. I'm okay with when I'm driving with someone else in the car, but just myself driving, no, no. I know, it's just things that we deal with. Everyone deals with their own things, and, you know, I pick my nails, I pick my skin sometimes, and I deal with anxiety, and I worry about people, and I overthink. But I hope this video was helpful, and if you want me to do any more videos like this in the future, I definitely will. And I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys are having a great day. You can share your stories below if you feel comfortable, but you don't have to. But just know that you are a wonderful person inside and out, and you are not alone. We all go through struggles. We're not perfect, and that's just who we are. That's what makes us who we are. We're different, and that's okay. You don't want to be the same as everyone else. But I love you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. Love you guys.